Hi everyone, I'm here today in Hongdae at Oneul to try some of their legendary hot pot. Let's see if it's any good. Okay, so I'm here in Oneul. They've given me a room all to myself. This is 202. Quite nice because I've got the space all to myself. No one's going to disturb me. They've given me a screen here which will have the menu on. So I'm just going to go into English. Oh my god, I've just seen how expensive some of these things are. So some of these are their signature dishes. I'm not going to go for these because they're a little bit too expensive for me. But I think I'm going to go for one of these. I'm not entirely sure which one. I think this one sounds right. The soy sauce hot pot plus basil tomato pot rice. I think that's beef brisket. Unsure. Actually, this one says it's the best. So should I go for that one? Yeah, why not? I'll try this one. And they've got a side menu here. Wow, all the sides are quite expensive. I don't actually think I'll be going for any of those because already it's 29,001. Not a big fan of soft drinks. Nothing really grabs me here. 7,001 is quite a lot. I could buy, you know, a meal for that much, but I think this is all I'll go for really. So the only thing left to do now is to press order and wait and see what comes. So Oneul, I think it basically translates as a water well house. There is a theme of running water at the entrance as you come in. There's these little fountains, water fountains, they're making a nice sound, and I can hear it from where I am, but I can't actually see where there is another fountain. Just looking around, it's quite pretty. There's some rock and moss displays. There's flowers everywhere. Really, really tranquil, really cool surroundings, and it's a warm day, but the room's perfectly climate controlled. It's quite cool, so yeah, quite nice. The room itself, they gave me a 4 table. I guess it's not that busy during the weekdays. It's 11:30 that I came in, which is when it opens. So we'll see if it fills up, if it's popular. Judging by Instagram and Google reviews and everything else that I've looked at, it does seem to be pretty popular, so I do hope it lives up to the hype, because 29,001 by Korean standards, I think that's quite a lot. Hopefully the quality speaks for itself. I'm just waiting for the food. I can see the table next to me. They've got there's a come out, and basically they've got like a hot pot with a flame underneath, which looks quite interesting and traditional. I'm wondering whether mine comes with a flame or whether it's just a pot that's been cooked and it's quite hot. I hope it's the former, because who doesn't like fire? Dad? Yes?
Crack and put it there when it's boiling. Basil oil or the rice.
Okay, so I put it in here, the egg, and mix it? Okay, cool.
When it's boiling.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so ladies brought it out, and just to show you, I have got a flame, so I am very, very happy.
This is hot water. You can pour it into rice.
Okay, thank you. So this part is, they've given me a kettle of hot water, and I think that is for the rice, she said, so I'm guessing that once... Wow. So once I've eaten the rice, I think you pour the water in there, and it makes norumji, I think it's called. And basically it's like a crispy sort of rice that's stuck to the bottom of the bowl, and you can just scrape it up. Not my favourite, I'll be honest with you, but I'll try it anyway, as I have done many times before. So starting from the left, we have the soup. This is a vegetable soup. I think it's got tuna, it said on the menu, not quite sure. Moving on, we got a selection of banchan, a tiny selection of each. It all looks interesting. Can't wait to try those. Some sort of sauce here. We've got an egg. She told me that once this is boiling here, then I put the egg in. Wasn't sure if it'd be like a sukiyaki style, but she said that you put the egg in there. And of course we have the rice, which is a tomato rice, and this is a basil oil that I'll put in there and mix together. Yeah, my mouth's watering now. Hopefully this doesn't take too long and it can start cooking in. So yeah, the nice gentleman. I was a little bit unsure because I've had this in the past and I didn't think I had to cook the egg. The guy says you can if you want, but also there's a separate pot here, a separate bowl. And it says you can just mix it in there and have it as a dip, which is what I prefer, to be honest. I think that's far more tasty than mixing an egg in some soup, which I don't even know the flavour of. So I'll just do that. Now I can start mixing the egg. So it's bubbling away nicely. Let's just have a look what we have inside. And there are pieces of beef brisket. Actually still a little bit pink on top. I'm quite surprised it's been bubbling away for a few minutes. We have tofu. I have some king oyster mushrooms. Is that ginseng? I don't know. Nice expensive ingredients if it is. Got some Chinese cabbage and some shiitake mushroom. Makes it look quite pretty. I got chili there. Yeah, to be honest, when I look at the photo, there seem to be a lot more ingredients in there. I'm looking at the menu again, yeah. I'd say that there's a little bit of false advertising going on there. The menu looks like there's a lot more in terms of mushrooms and ingredients. But we'll see what we got here. We'll try it first, and before I start getting disappointed from the get-go. I mean, I can see a lot of ingredients are in there. The more I delve, just obviously I think once they're cooked, they shrink a bit. I think I'm making excuses for them, being an apologist, but I'm trying to maintain a good mood today. So let's just dip this in the egg first. Shoot. Quite light, nicely seasoned, very delicate flavours. Yeah, it's quite delicious. The beef was really nice. I like the bit of mushroom I had in there. I'm quite pleasantly surprised. It's better than I thought it would be, judging by the difference in the photos. Yeah, very good. I'll keep this boiling for flavour, I guess. I'll try what looks to be a bit of a chili. Yes, a chili. That one's really spicy. Very, very tasty, but mistake. I keep the meat out a little bit. I don't want it to keep cooking. And I'll try some of these little side dishes, banchan. I've not been the most generous with these, but wow. This one, is it like a spring onion kind of kimchi? Really, really tasty. Full of flavour, quite rich. That's delicious. So far that's the best, even though that's quite tasty. This one, what is this? I'm not quite sure. Is it radish? It's got the texture of maybe fish. Quite delicious, but I'm not quite sure what this is. If it's squid or something else. Doesn't seem like it's cooked. It seems quite raw. Yeah, not too sure about that one, but I am enjoying the flavour. Chilies in a sauce. What kind of sauce? I don't know. Very tasty, again, spicy, as you'd expect from chilies. Not bad. So this is the, what's it called? Rice with tomatoes and the basil sauce. You just pour a little bit on. I won't pour all of it. I'll mix that in a little bit. Oh, rice is quite looks quite good. Looks quite good quality. Tasty. Never had tomato and rice like that before. I would definitely have it again. A really nice idea. This other green ingredient, I think I've had this before, basically in Gimbab. Very, very nice. Yeah, quite like that. I think on their own they're all quite tasty, but if I start eating them together, it'll be even better. Okay, so, oh, there is another sauce here. Mystery sauce. I'm guessing this was what you have to do. Yeah, this one's a little bit sharp and sweet. Very, very tasty. Probably better to eat this with the beef as opposed to the vegetables. I think it'll cut through the fats that you can see on the ends there. Let's try that again. Yeah, it's delicious. I can tell that it's really good quality beef and they've thought about the flavours of the little dip, and yeah, it comes out really, really nice. I'm quite impressed by how delicious this is and how well presented. 29,000 won. Yeah, it's a lot, but these surroundings, the theatre of the flame that's just there cooking the little pot, yeah, I think that's hard to beat for 29,000 won. So yeah, very happy. Yeah, the egg is creamy and quite silky. I think it does make a really good dip. Obviously, coming from the UK, we don't really eat raw eggs like this that often with anything unless you're trained to be a boxer or something, I guess. Eating like this is a way of making the food kind of creamy, adding a little extra dimension to it. Yeah, the more I eat this rice, the better it gets. It's well seasoned. There's a hint of it. I can tell that it's been seasoned. I don't know if that's seasoned from this green stuff that's on there, or whether it's maybe the tomato's been seasoned before. But yeah, that makes a good accompaniment to this dish. As I mentioned earlier, you can put the water in the rice pot and it will sort of cook and you'll be able to scrape that rice off the bottom. The texture of the rice, I see if I start running the spoon around, I can only get a little bit. The rest of it's stuck to the earthenware pot, metal pot. So I'm going to pour the water in and let that just cook. And whilst that's cooking, I'll just finish off the rest of this. Okay, let's try the nurungji. It's been there for a few minutes. No. So yeah, that was Oneul jib. I really enjoyed it, to be honest with you. I didn't think it would be value for money at 29,000 won. Possibly it isn't when you look at the ingredients, the amount that they used, but everything else makes up for it. The beautiful surroundings, the service was really nice. I think I would come here again. Would like to come here with other people though. It could be a really nice place just to have your own room to yourself and you can chat with others. So yeah, 29,000 won. I think it is pretty good value based on the theatre of the hot pot, the ambience and the quality of the food itself. Next up for me is a haircut. I've been desperate to have my haircut for a few weeks now, and I'm going to go down the road and I'm going to try one of the Juno Hairdressers, which is a chain. Wish me luck. So just behind me is Juno Hair. This is the Hongdae branch, or one of the Hongdae branches. I wasn't particularly happy, mainly because the price was a little bit more expensive than I thought. 40,000 won. I've had my haircut in Korea before, and it's been 35,000 won. Other branches charge that, but this one's a little bit more expensive. In terms of service, I didn't get a drink. I had to ask the lady to redo my hair because she literally did it within 10 minutes. It was a very, very quick job with clippers on the sides and the back, and just a few swishes of the scissors. But yeah, overall I've got a haircut, so I guess I can move on to the next place, which is going to be Old Ferry Donut, one of my favourites. A little bit off the beaten path in Hongdae is Old Ferry Donuts. It's a two-storey building, quite massive really. I've been to a smaller one before in the past near Itaewon. That one's really quite cool, quite cozy. Very, very busy. This one only has, I can count, about 5 people upstairs, and there was another 4 downstairs, so it's not very, very busy. It's quite quiet. Other places, if you go to Knotted, Randy's Donuts, they're always really busy. But I don't think it's a good indicator of how good these donuts are. These are very famous, they're well known. It might just be that this branch isn't that popular. So I've ordered 3 things. I've ordered the butternut, is it? Yeah, the butternut donut. And this is the one on my left here. And on the right is the creme brulee. I did want to order another one called the Original, which is a very plain sort of donut, but they didn't have it in stock. I've been a bit unlucky today. They said they might have some tomorrow, but I'm not willing to wait. Last but not least is a coffee, and I was a bit shocked at the price. Iced Americanos you can get anywhere in Korea for about 2,000 won. This one was more than double, 4,500 won. Wow, but they said it's one of their popular drinks, and I'm guessing that the quality matches up to that claim. Let's give that a try first. Yeah, it's delicious. Everything you'd expect in a coffee. It's a little bit bitter, it's got a depth of flavour, and because of the ice cubes, and they are nice ice cubes, very uniform in size, not too many to make it more ice than drink. Yeah, very good quality. 4,500 won, a little bit steep, but well, I guess you get what you pay for sometimes. Now, coming on to the donuts, I'm just going to show you these. This is the creme brulee. It's got a nice crispy top. And this butternut is, well, I'm not sure what it is. I'll give that a cut first and have a look at what we're working with. I'll give this one a try first. Should have cut it smaller. Okay, so the texture of the donut is quite light. It's fluffy inside, and the icing on the top sort of melts as you touch it. Very quickly melts. A little bit sweet. Not sure what the flavour is exactly. I mean, if I'm guessing anything, it's butternut. Is that a thing? I don't know. I will say that this is very delicious, and the texture is a little bit chewy with the bread. And there's just the right amount of sugar on the outside to make it sweet, but not sickly sweet. Yeah, very good. I think definitely the coffee helps with that. Cuts through all the sweetness. Surroundings in this place are really cool. It's well designed. It's bright and airy. You got a good view over the outside where there's looks like a maple tree. Not got my glasses on, but it's showing the signs of autumn. Everything's nice. Even the tables look quite nice. I am surprised that there aren't more customers here. It's not got that buzz that you'd expect with this sort of place. Certainly if you've been to the other Old Ferry, which I went to last year, but I filmed, but I didn't actually publish it. If you went there, you'd feel that buzz there, the atmosphere. Here it's a little bit lacking, which is a shame, because this place has a lot of potential. Downstairs, yeah, the same, pretty good. You've got a balcony area where you can sit and look outside. So yeah, I do like this place, and I do wish it was a little bit busier though, just for that atmosphere. May as well move on to the second donut, which is the creme brulee. And this time, this one seems to have a filling of some sort, like a custard. So let's try. That's delicious. It tastes like creme brulee, it tastes like custard, and the donut bread itself is a little bit chewy. I think that's really well balanced. Custard's not overly sweet, it's not sickly sweet, just right, just how I like it. And I could eat a dozen of these, I think. So the total for the bill was 12,500 won. That's 2 donuts and 1 drink. A little bit over £6, I think, if we convert that into the UK pounds. Yeah, not too bad. I think definitely, well, you've got no choice really. If you like good donuts, you have to come somewhere like here. Or you can try one of the alternatives like Randy's Donuts or Knotted, but they get a little bit busy. They are a little bit too popular in my opinion. Old Ferry Donut is probably my best choice. Knotted second and Randy's third. I love Knotted's cream donuts, but this creme brulee custard one is next level. I really wish I had something like this in the UK because I'd probably buy it more often. So anyway, yeah, so that was Hongdae, or parts of Hongdae. I tried the hot pot earlier, which was a sukiyaki style, you dip it in the egg. That was really nice. I think it was a bit expensive, 29,000, but for the quality, the ambience, and just that rice, the rice was so delicious. I'm not a big rice eater, if I'm honest with you. I'll just eat a little bit or eat as much as I can and then just leave it. But this one, I really wanted a lot more. Such a shame, because there wasn't a lot of rice in there. Definitely would like to eat that again. But yeah, if you're going to get your hair cut, don't go to that one, that Juno. I think it wasn't the best branch. I think they rushed me a little bit. I did actually ask the lady to redo the haircut, so she spent another 10 minutes cutting the hair, and you could see that she'd missed a lot of detail, so she was having to remeasure and retrim the ends. And Old Ferry Donut, yeah, I love it here, even though nobody else seems to love it. Very quiet in Hongdae. If you want to go somewhere where it's busier, go to the one near Itaewon. That one's got loads more people. So anyway, yeah, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.